Tails is a portable operating system that protects against surveillance and censorship. Avoid surveillance, censorship, advertising, and viruses. Tails uses the Tor network to protect your privacy online and help you avoid censorship. Enjoy the internet like it should be. Your secure computer anywhere. Shut down the computer and start on your Tails USB stick instead of starting on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. Tails leaves no trace on the computer when shut down. Digital Security Toolbox. Tails includes a selection of applications to work on sensitive documents and communicate securely. Everything in Tails is ready to use and has safe defaults. Free software. You can download Tails for free and independent security researchers can verify our work. Tails is based on Debian GNU/Linux. Recommended by. If you look at the way post-2013 whistleblowers have been caught, it is clear the absolute most important thing you can do to maintain your anonymity is reduce the number of places in your operational activity where you can make mistakes. Tor and Tails still do precisely that by Edward Snowden, NSA whistleblower. Tails expands Tor's protections to an entire operating system, and they do so with an unwavering commitment to their social contract. Tails is a favorite companion tool of Tor by Roger Dingledine, co-founder of the Tor project. One of the most robust ways of using the Tor network is through a dedicated operating system that enforces strong privacy and security protective defaults. That operating system is Tails by EFF, Electronic Frontier Foundation. Leave no trace on the computer, your secure computer anywhere. To use Tails, shut down the computer and start on your Tails USB stick instead of starting on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. You can temporarily turn your own computer into a secure machine. You can also stay safe while using the computer of somebody else. Tails is a 1.3 GB download and takes half an hour to install. Tails can be installed on any USB stick of 8 GB minimum. Tails works on most computers less than 10 years old. You can start again on the other operating system after you shut down Tails. You don't have to worry about the computer having viruses because Tails runs independently from the other operating system and never uses the hard disk. But Tails cannot always protect you if you install it from a computer with viruses or if you use it on a computer with malicious hardware, like keyloggers. Amnesia. Tails always starts from the same clean state and everything you do disappears automatically when you shut down Tails. Without Tails, almost everything you do can leave traces on the computer. Websites that you visited, even in private mode. Files that you opened, even if you deleted them. Passwords, even if you use a password manager. All the devices and Wi-Fi networks that you used. On the contrary, Tails never writes anything to the hard disk and only runs from the memory of the computer. The memory is entirely deleted when you shut down Tails, erasing all possible traces. Persistent storage. You can save some of your files and configuration in an encrypted persistent storage on the USB stick, your documents, your browser bookmarks, your emails, and even some additional software. The persistent storage is optional and you always decide what is persistent. Everything else is amnesic. Digital Security Toolbox. Tails includes a selection of applications to work on sensitive documents and communicate securely. All the applications are ready to use and are configured with safe defaults to prevent mistakes. Tails includes Tor browser with uBlock, a secure browser and an ad blocker. Thunderbird, for encrypted emails. KeePassXC, to create and store strong passwords. LibreOffice, an office suite. OnionShare, to share files over Tor. Metadata Cleaner, to remove metadata from files. And many more. To prevent mistakes. Applications are blocked automatically if they try to connect to the internet without Tor. Everything in the persistent storage is encrypted automatically. Tails does not write anything to the hard disk. All the memory is deleted. Leave no trace on the internet. Tor for everything. Everything you do on the internet from Tails goes through the Tor network. Tor encrypts and anonymizes your connection by passing it through 3 relays. Relays are servers operated by different people and organizations around the world. A single relay never knows both where the encrypted connection is coming from and where it is going to. The first relay only knows where you are coming from but not where you are going to. This third relay only knows where you are going to but not where you are coming from. The connection to the final destination is encrypted whenever possible to prevent the third relay from reading its content. This way, Tor is secure by design even if a few relays are malicious. The Tor network has more than 6,000 relays. Organizations running Tor relays include universities like the MIT, activist groups like Rise Up, nonprofits like Derechos Digitales, internet hosting companies like Private Internet Access, and so on. The huge diversity of people and organizations running Tor relays makes it more secure and more sustainable. Avoid surveillance, censorship, advertising, and viruses. Tails uses the Tor network to protect your privacy online and help you avoid censorship. Enjoy the internet like it should be. Your secure computer anywhere. Shut down the computer and start on your Tails USB stick instead of starting on Windows, macOS, or Linux. Tails leaves no trace on the computer when shut down. Digital Security Toolbox. Tails includes a selection of applications to work on sensitive documents and communicate securely. Everything in Tails is ready to use and has safe defaults. Free software. You can download Tails for free and independent security researchers can verify our work. Tails is based on Debian GNU/Linux. Avoid tracking and change identity. Tor also prevents the websites that you are visiting from learning where and who you are, unless you tell them. You can visit websites anonymously or change your identity. Online trackers and advertisers won't be able to follow you around from one website to another anymore. You can publish a blog or manage a social media account entirely from Tails. If you only access it from Tails, it cannot be related to you. You can store documents and images related to this different identity in your persistent storage, keep your passwords in KeePassXC, have a dedicated email account in Thunderbird, etc. Software for freedom. Transparency to build trust. All the code of our software is public to allow independent security researchers to verify that Tails really works the way it should. Top security for free. Nobody should have to pay to be safe while using a computer. That is why we are giving out Tails for free and try to make it easy to use by anybody. We are a non-profit and an open community. Our work is funded by donations from people like you and organizations that support internet freedom, Mozilla, Tor, DuckDuckGo, Freedom of the Press Foundation, Access Now, etc. Sharing to be stronger. Tails is built on solid foundations, the Tor network, the Debian operating system, the GNOME desktop environment, and all the tools included in Tails. We share back our improvements with these projects so that many more people can benefit from our work.
you.